Welcome back to the Painscreek Killings. Now, we have a lot to do currently, I am pretty sure, right? Alright, so, I think first up, we were heading to the safe room, right? Because we have the code. I don't even remember I don't know what it was. Wait, did I think it was this? 4 right, 6 left, 3 right? Because this is a passcode, 6 digits. Wait a second. I didn't have this, did I? Or did I? Yeah, okay, so this is a digit safe. So I don't think this is the right safe, actually. So that passcode must be for something different, then I don't know. Okay then, okay. We'll go head up to Trisha's room, because we have the windy thing. I'm pretty sure. Where was Trisha's room again? This one. Here we go. Wait. Is this not gonna work on this? Oh, it doesn't work. I thought it would be used for this for some reason. Like on this. Wrong button. Well, I thought I had stuff to do, but turns out I don't. Alright then. Well, we have the lodge cabin and this key. So, we still have this other key, which we don't know where's this guy's house is. Actually, we do now. This is a house entrance key. Whose house was that again? Bernard, right? 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. So that's where we have to go. 31 Silver Lake Boulevard as well. We'll just leave the mansion area. And whatever's closest is where we'll go next. Or we can just look at the map now. Silver Lake is this side. So we're going to head down to the park because it's this way. That's where the park is, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't know where a safe is, though. Maybe there's another safe in the mansion, or is it someone's house? Alright, so we also have to go back to the inn, because we have key room 201. But for now, we'll actually just go out to the log cabin. Because I feel like that's probably... We'll have definitely have some useful stuff into it for us. Maybe he'll prove Scott's the killer. Probably not, I don't think Scott did it. He's the suspect, the main suspect, so he probably didn't do it. Alrighty, come on, let's go, Key. Key. Enter. Here we go. New, probably important place. The lights make noises, it's annoying. I can just use my flashlight. Wait, it's L flash. Right. Okay, flashlight's on. Pick up. Daniel G. Jackson voices a master carpenter includes the working with wood series in his final work, Master Carpentry. He will learn how to craft the most complex structures with just wood, create puzzles, hidden doors, and hide secrets in plain sight with Jackson techniques. There's going to be some sort of secret. This is not a book for beginners. Prepare your test skills to see you what it takes to be a master carpenter. Ooh. So you put some secret somewhere. Probably in your own house. Or this cabin. You're going to have some secret with wood. I assume. Let's check your drawers. No. Nothing. Okay. Nothing. You have guns? Oh wait, it's locked. That's locked. Oh, come on. You're telling me everything in here is locked. Not locked, but nothing important. The door's locked. Oh, that looks like a secret panel. No. I guess not. Oh, here we go. Yes, key. And a journal. Today's Valentine's Day. I wanted to spend the day with Trisha, but Charles invited me to go hunting. I was nervous not because it's my first time hunting, but because it's with Trisha's dad. Turned out that I actually enjoyed being with him. I feel comfortable talking to him. I don't get it. Why would Father Matthew forbid me to be with Trisha? Is it because I am not rich or because I am an orphan? He didn't explain anything to me. Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. I feel so confused. We quarreled again today. I couldn't stand Father Matthew's preaching attitude, so I yelled back at him. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I'm so frustrated. Father Matthew said that I'm not an orphan. What does that mean? Does he know who my parents are? I pressed him to keep talking, but he wouldn't tell me anything after that. I need to know more. In these past weeks, it has become more difficult for me to talk to Father Matthew. Whenever we speak, he addresses only church stuff. I realize that I'm starting to avoid Father Matthew. Whenever he asks me how my day was, I don't feel like answering him. When I ask about my past, he's always trying to change the subject. I feel so frustrated. I've moved out of the church. Father Matthew did not object, although he looked a bit sad. Mr. Roberts was kind enough to let me stay at his cabin if I'm willing to work for him as an assistant gardener. That way the mansion garden can still be well maintained even when Andrew cannot make it. It's been a month since Charles gave me the cabin to stay. I still don't know where to start my investigation. Andrew has been drinking. Bernard asked me to bring him home today. Whenever he's drunk, he accuses himself, saying that he's a sinner. Sometimes he would mutter names that I've never heard of. Of all the names, I only think I recognize Magdalene. I just can't remember where I heard that name before. I just returned from the orphanage and found that it was Father Calvin who brought me there. The record sheet stated that I was from Painscreek. How? If I was born in Painscreek, there must be records of that in the hospital, but I've checked. There's none. What if he's related to Trisha? I doubt he's like their actual like kid. He's probably a half of either the mother. I don't think it's the mother's side. I think it's the father's side. He probably had like an affair or something. He did have an affair. We heard something about that, but that was a while ago. I don't know. So maybe this is his kid. So that's why I can't be with Trisha, because they're related. Okay then. I broke into Father Matthew's bedroom today. I shouldn't have done that, but he might have had something that could tell me about my birth parents. He didn't have anything relevant. Andrew's drunk again. This is the 5th time I had to bring him home and then cover his shift. It's getting quite annoying. As I laid him down on his bed, he muttered repeatedly, "I'm so sorry, Sophia." Who's Sophia? We've heard these names before. Contact recorded. Oh, that was important. Hey, another key. That's a church key. Oh, there were some locked doors at church. Does this key work here? A small key with an uniquely shaped, used mostly on chess boxes. No, and it's not gonna work. What does that say? Chess box. Where could that be? That could be literally like anywhere on the ground. In any place. I still think he has some secret wood thing. But, I don't know. Anyway. So nothing important about this book. Maybe I'll just like take a photo. I think it's time to go. We got some keys we can use. Probably back at the church, and there's still other places we can go along the way. And then we also got a chest lock, which I don't know where that could be for. It could be like, there's so many places that could be. It's probably in the mansion though. Most likely. Nothing in, can't access that, no. I'm gonna go head to Anne's Courtyard Inn and Suits. Alright, here we are. So we have a key to this place. To room 201 now, right? It's for the room, not the drawer. Yeah, probably for the room. Saving. Let's head up there. That's the one we couldn't enter, right? Oh, 201. What's the 204? Yeah, 201, okay. Use. Okay, this has to have something useful. I can't remember where we found this key though. I think it was in the mansion, right? Probably. Nothing. Come on. Ooh. Oh, of course, it's locked. Oh, pick up. What? Question mark. Is that the person? Someone that jumped? Painscreek Community Hospital. Yes, someone fell. We know that. The code is Calvin's date of birth. For wherever that is. Where can I find the key? For what? That's like a secret panel. Alright, we need photos of all this. Yep. Alright then. Now. Where? Okay, that's some good, useful information. Bible. So with the pictures we have. The code is Calvin's date of birth. I don't know where that is. This. There's that thing over there. So we find. Okay, I think we have Calvin's date of birth, right? In here. No, who's Calvin then? Oh damn it, I thought I would have it, but I guess I don't know who Calvin is. Oh, that's everything in there. Some useful stuff. So there's a secret panel on a wall and I need a key. Is that in the cabin? I don't know if that's in the cabin. It's probably the cabin or the mansion. So we could head to the church now. But where's the guy's house actually? Bernard. 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. 31. Come on, work. Yes! Right person. Alright, I thought it was Bernard. Because I know... Yeah, it was in his locker. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here we go. What's going to be in your house? Anything in the kitchen? Probably not. Book. How's this? A knife is missing from the case. Oh. Okay then. Oh. The access plate cabinet has been shattered with an axe missing. And they're locked. None of these would work. No, I don't think so. Display of military badges. Okay, in the military. Being robbed is the untold story. Well known for a success business. Yeah. So someone broke in here and stole his stuff, I think. Or maybe he made it look like someone stole it. The gun missing? Oh, there's a couple guns missing, but it's not shattered. Time to go upstairs. Oh, no, wait. Bathroom. Nothing. Nope. Nope. Alright, upstairs. What's going on? Something else useful, please. It's probably his diary, I reckon we're going to find. Scott's diary was real long. There we go. 2 weeks ago, Scott came to me and asked about Sophia. I was surprised he knew about her, someone who used to work here 20 years ago. I told him that she was once a maid that worked here, but after a few years, she decided to leave the village. Ted commented about the conversation to Vivian. She asked if Scott said or asked anything ever since then. I could see that she felt uneasy. She told me to keep an eye on him. I find all this very unsettling. Derek doesn't seem to be willing to drive for Vivian. I don't think a 5-day trip is that long. Charles often had trips longer than that, and Derek never seemed to mind them. Now that I think about it, Derek is unusually quiet when Vivian is around. He doesn't even look at her. It's like he's avoiding her. I wonder why. I've noticed Vivian has been getting increasingly paranoid whenever she sees Scott, for the point of being upset by his presence. She asked Charles to have someone replace Scott, but Charles kept him. He likes the boy. Maybe those hunting trips really bonded them. It's Dad's death anniversary today. I can't believe it's already been more than 2 decades. I visit his grave in the morning. His tombstone is full of fallen leaves. Looks like autumn has started. Mum's tombstone is covered with leaves too. I read today's newspaper and updated him on the things that happened here recently. As I sat there talking, I wondered if he could hear me. Will I just spend the rest of my life serving Charles and Vivian until I die? What will people remember me for? I saw Scott and Trisha today. They looked happy. I almost envy them. I think my chance of ever having a relationship with someone is over. What would my life be if I had accepted Angela? I don't think we would have been happy. She wasn't my type anyway. Anyhow, who is my type then? Vivian crossed out. I don't know who. AOL password. What? Study room lock desk hint. Subtract the yellow darts. Points from the red Onsel's apartment code. Wait. Okay, nothing. So you mean this hint? Yeah, locked because it has a 4-digit code. Is there darts here? You have a dart in there. Subtract the yellow darts points from the red darts total. Study room lock desk hint. This isn't the study room though. The study room. Does it talk about this study room or the one in the mansion? It's probably the one in the mansion. I don't see any darts. I just see a yellow dart, but I don't think that's what it means. Oh, there's a red dart. Okay. Nothing on it though. There isn't like darts scattered and I have to like find them all and I think it's talking about the game. The total there. Is there any other darts? I don't think so. Oh, there's 2 dots here I have to remember. 1 yellow, 1 red. Just in case that is important. Because that's a study room up there. That's why that's confusing. Subtract study room lock desk hint. Subtract the yellow darts points from the red darts total. Yeah, well there were no points in there, right? Alright, time to head to... What's up here though? To the church. Also got some other stuff, information from this. Aunt Cecilia's apartment code. I don't know where that would be. And then we also have AOL password. Or is that a computer? See, I don't even know if there are other apartments here. I didn't know there were apartments here. Anyway, looks like we're going to head back to the church. Then we're going to do... Oh, this key would open a door here. There's a couple doors I think that are locked, right? Yeah, pretty sure. So we'll find whichever key. Let's hope there's some useful information here. Because I think next, I don't exactly know what to do now. I guess I could head back to the mansion and do the locked thing. That's all I can really think of. But what doors are locked? Basement? Yeah, there's no keyhole here. Alright, there's some upstairs though. There's some doors upstairs. I think. Yeah, here. Bam. Alright. Please give me something useful now. Pick up. Oh, a diary. Alright. A few months have passed since I've arrived here. The missionary trip is harder than I expected. There is no clean water, the food lacks nutrients, and there isn't enough medicine. We have requested help from who, but haven't received any reply yet. I feel so frustrated. What can I do? When Father Calvin first sent me here, he asked if I would be willing to stay for 6 months. It would be a good training for me, he said. I agreed. That was before I came. So Calvin is a priest. So Calvin doesn't work at the mansion. That's why we don't have a file on him. 6 months have now passed. I think I will extend this for another 6 months. The people need as much help as they can get. I am not a doctor, but I can help them through my support and prayers. I will let Father Calvin know about my decision. Time flies. I can't believe I'll go home tomorrow. I'll miss the people here. At the same time, I can't wait to get back home and meet everyone again. Father Calvin summoned me this morning and told me that Sophia had left Painscreek. How can that be? The last time we wrote, she told me she had so many things to share with me when I got back. Was she forced? Is she hiding something? I just cannot believe that Sophia left without telling me anything. Something must have happened to her that she could not tell me. It's been almost 6 months since Sophia left Painscreek. I have asked everyone around. No one seemed to know where she went. Father Calvin told me to let it go. He's right. I should not dwell on matters of the heart. There are more important things in life that I need to focus on. If Sophia and I aren't meant to be together, God will let me know. It's time I move on with my life. So do we have Father Calvin's date of birth? 46, dear Mr. Brooks. We have evaluated your case and we accept your request to represent your son, Scott Brooks, in court. We are in the process of drafting an appeal for his release. Considering the sensitivity of the situation, we urge you not to make any public statements until consulting with us. Additionally, we would like copies of any government documents related to in any way to your son. Medical records, translation scripts, travel documents, previous criminal charges. The more we have, the better we can help your son's case. We'll be on that with you the next few days. State bank might be important. So is that all that? Those okay, the 2 notes there. Diary. I'd always wanted to be adopted, but I guess heaven had something else in store for me. Instead of being taken in by a family, I came to Painscreek Trinity Church. To be honest, I would prefer to have a real family of people whom I can call mum and dad, but Father Calvin said God has other plans for my future, and in time I'll come to realize it. The Roberts family is looking for a new maid. I told Mrs. Roberts that a relative of mine would fit the position really well. I know I shouldn't lie, but I wanted Sophia to be here in Painscreek. Father Calvin always said we have to help those who are in need. Sophia is in need, and I'm sure she will be glad to have this job. So this is not Scott. This is someone else that was adopted. Since starting the job at the mansion, Sophia has settled in nicely. Whenever she has time off from work, we've been exploring Painscreek together. I have so much to show her. It's just like the orphanage days, and I'm extremely comfortable being with her. Today was Sophia's day off. We're at the Moon Cafe again. I can't seem to get enough of this place. The food is delicious, the atmosphere relaxing, and the coffee tastes great. Maybe it's all because of Sophia's company. Still, I love to hang out there. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite places in Painscreek, followed closely by the church at the Little Big Brooks. Who wrote that one? Matthew Brooks. Okay. So is the thing I'm meant to be able to open in the church somewhere? Here's a study room. There's no darts in here, is there? I don't believe so. No. Is the crate meant to be in this place? I don't know. Oh, here's a set. Oh, this is a combination as well. Oh my god. Of course. Can't go downstairs. Scott's things. Oh. This is probably what this is for. Hey. Here we go. Diary. I asked Andrew about Sophia. First, he freaked out, saying that I shouldn't go around speaking that name. Then he said he had never heard that name in his life. Is he hiding something? Why would he lie about Sophia? This makes me want to know who Sophia is even more. I asked Wanda if she knew anything about Sophia. She said Sophia used to work as a maid in the mansion for a few years until she was let go. When asked why, Wanda said she didn't know. However, she thought that Sophia was a manipulative woman that would do anything and get what she wanted. Wanda resented that. Maybe this is Scott's mum. Maybe Sophia's son had an affair. I think it's Charles. That's his name, right? Yeah. I met Derek today and asked if he knew anyone by the name of Sophia. Apparently, he's not on speaking terms with me. I wonder if it has anything to do with Trisha. So during today's lunch break, I asked Bernard if he knew about Sophia. He was surprised I knew that name, but proceeded to say he did not know her that well. Somehow I feel uncomfortable whenever I talk with Bernard. His cold gaze gives me the shivers. I met Dorothy while tending to the garden. I asked her about Sophia. She looked confused. She was curious as to where I heard that name. I told her it came from Andrew. She kindly explained that Sophia was a close friend of hers when Sophia first came to work for the Roberts family. Fortunately, she had an affair with Charles when Vivian was hospitalized. So he did, okay. Shortly after she left Painscreek, no one has heard of her ever since. Dorothy thinks that Sophia's probably started a new life in another place. I wonder if the affair was the reason everyone's quiet about it. I wonder if Scott is her son. That's what I reckon. Key to a basement. A basement? This basement? Another note. Dear Scott, I'm Sister Rachel. Although I wasn't here when you last came, I hope you remember me. I was your nursing mother after you arrived those years ago. I understand you came here early to find out who came to be at St. Patrick's Orphanage. On July 4th, 1975, Father Calvin came to us holding a basket with you and said that you'd lost your parents and there's no one to take care of you. He told us your name was Scott. After you left, Sister Emma asked if I'd be willing to take care of a baby. First, I hesitated because it was a huge responsibility, but when I saw your face so full of innocence and curiosity, I thought as God himself had delivered you to me. I accepted the task. When you were 10, Father Matthew came to see you. He had just become the head priest of Painscreek Trinity Church. He visited often, usually at the beginning of the month. Whenever he left, he would leave an envelope containing a small sum of money. He said it was for everything you needed, and that whatever was left was given to the orphanage. I would be lying to say that I wasn't sad when you left the orphanage, but when Father Matthew adopted you, I believed that your life would be better in Painscreek than here, and I ideally hope it's so. Everything enclosed within the package used to be yours. I think you should have these. May God bless you, Sister Rachel Davis. Alright. So that was it. Blanket with moon, stars, and my baby boy text at the corner. So what is this key for? Belongs to a family side, belongs to Scott for a basement. I'm pretty sure it's not this basement, because this basement doesn't have a lock. Is there a basement in the mansion? I don't think there was. Yeah, it doesn't even let me use a key on this door. Where is there a basement? I'm trying to think now. I don't think there's a basement in the mansion, at least as far as I know. Wait, what's in here? Oh, here's this thing. These have passcodes on it. So this is... Code is Calvin's date of birth. What's... Oh my god, what is Calvin's date of birth? We know who... Whoops. We know who Calvin is now. Do we have a diary on Calvin? No, we don't. Oh no. Alright, I don't really know what to do now. Actually, I think it's time to just go back to the mansion. Because isn't that the only next thing I could do? Wait, there's a basement in the hospital. Why would Scott have the key there? Wait, I thought the door was blocked in the basement in the hospital. Maybe that's what the key's for. We'll head to the mansion first, see if we can do this dart thing. Or whatever, and then we'll head to the hospital. Oh, this is the study room, right? Darts. I don't see no darts. I feel like I misunderstood this dart thing. Yeah, so I don't know what this dart thing means. Well, so we still have this key, which we think is for the basement, right? Musical boxes and wall clocks. Yeah, I don't know what any of those are. We've done this. No, we haven't. 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. We don't know where that is. Yeah. Obviously the dart things are somewhere else that I don't know about yet. Maybe it was back at the other guy's house. Alright, so I think I will head to the hospital now. So I don't think there's anything else I can actually do in this house, right? Well, of course, there's probably something else I can do. But for now, I'm just going to head back to the hospital. Alright, so we're at the hospital, but can we get into the basement? Because honestly, no idea. I just really hope we can. Unlock, surely. Doesn't work. Key to a basement. Not this basement, obviously. The door's bolted from behind. Yeah, that means... Maybe, is there another... There has to be more than one way to a basement, right? Especially in, like, a big place like this. I don't know. Now I actually have no clue what to do. I feel like I'm actually stuck in this game now. So I must be missing something obvious. Or maybe it's not obvious at all. There's definitely a lot we can do. Oh, I figured out Calvin's date of birth because he died. So he'll be October 24th, 1902. Apparently Scott Brooks died. I didn't even know that. Or did I? I don't know. October 24th, 1902. So which one actually is it? Photos. I think it's this one because of this ledge. Alright. 02. There we go. So what's this going to be? Dear Father Calvin, this is a letter about the things that I have witnessed during my stay in Painscreek while in service to Mrs. Magdalene Roberts. I have no one to confide in and I dare not speak to you in public, hence this letter. I accompanied Mrs. Roberts to Painscreek on July 4th of 1975 to visit her son Charles. It was rumoured that Vivian had a nervous breakdown following her delivery of Tricia, that she had to stay in PCH for rehabilitation for several months. During that time period, Charles was all alone. He found comfort in a housemaid by the name of Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. Yep. 2 days after arriving, we were informed that Sophia, along with her child, had left Painscreek. Where she could have gone off to was a mystery for all of us. As she most of us believed in the story, including myself, however, Mrs. Roberts refused to believe that Sophia would leave when she would have been accepted into the Roberts family. The boy that she bore for Charles would have guaranteed that Mrs. Roberts initiated search for Sophia with our driver, Patrick, and myself. It lasted less than 2 months before she passed away from a heart attack. What I want to confess is the letter is not about Sophia, although I was initiated by a disappearance. It's about Mrs. Roberts' untimely death. You see, Mrs. Roberts had a heart condition and had been affecting her for a while. However, her medication had always kept her stable. The prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. Family doctor Henry Johnson confirmed that her search for Sophia had taken a toll on her death. All she needed was to rest as much as she could and she would be fine. I know that despite the doctor's advice, Mrs. Roberts did not stop the search. Did that create stress on her? Yes. But should it have killed her? According to the physician attending to Mrs. Roberts back home, no, definitely. Not within such a short span if she had taken her medicine. Her body was never autopsied. Her son Charles wanted her body untouched and buried properly. As Patrick and I were packing to leave for home, I couldn't help but wonder who could have wanted Mrs. Roberts dead. Is there a connection between the affair of Charles and the housemaid, the disappearance of Sophia and her child, and the death of Mrs. Roberts? I would like to say whom I might suspect, yet I am in no such position and am afraid that I might name the wrong person. As I write this letter, I hope you understand what I'm trying to convey. I pray that the truth will be revealed as God permits it. Sincerely, Sylvia Eden. Okay then. That just gave a interesting information, which we kind of figured out. I don't know what to do. Is there anything else in the church? There's this I still haven't unlocked. There's a year on here, May 3rd, 1985. I tried that, right? Unlock. 1985. Doesn't work. Did I try May 3rd? 0503. 0305. 5th of the 3rd, 85. What? That worked? Oh my god. We'll speed out our secret hideout at 5 PM. Code change to 8831 Trisha. That is the thing to the back at the mansion. Read. Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81. Everyone attended his funeral today. He was buried next to Mrs. Peterson. Population of Painscreek is decreasing. Old people are dying and young people aren't coming back after college. Will I stay in the Painscreek till I'm old? And will I die like Mr. Peterson? Will there be anyone left at that point? Trisha talks a lot to me recently. I feel comfortable whenever she's around. I can be myself in front of her. She makes me happy. Father Matthew tells me that it's important to have goals in life. I wonder what life goal I should have. I wonder what Father Matthew's goal is. It's been a few months since Derek got hired by Trisha's dad to be the mansion driver. He gets to travel around the world now. I envy him. I want to work too so that I can buy something nice for Trisha. There's a secret room in the mansion. I can't believe it. I can't wait till Saturday to explore it with Trisha. Secret room. Ooh. Gotta find that. Actually, that's on the map, isn't it? Sort of. Just the baseball. Is this important? Oh, there's something on it. Come on. I can't read that. Kevin something. This is like, I don't know. Well, we know the code, 8831. I took a picture of that, right? Yep. Alright, so I think it's time now to head back. Don't think there's anything else for the church. Probably still stuff I haven't done in here, but time to head back to the mansion. I wonder if this will have more information to the secret room in the mansion. I think I know where it is though, but I just don't know how to get into it. Maybe I'll go have another look after this. 8831. 8831. Please be some good stuff in here. Chess pieces. Oh, is there anything? 7? 1. No. That's only 2. I don't think I've seen any 2 codes. 17. Let's read this first. I like being with Scott. I can be myself in front of him. He doesn't judge me or tell me what to do. He cares about what I think. He makes me happy. Scott and I have decided to have our own secret hideout. It'll be really fun. Mum won't know that we're secretly meeting. I'm so glad that Scott is now working at the mansion, although having Andrew as his supervisor is probably not the best idea. He's drunk all the time. I don't want him to influence Scott in a bad way. Scott has to work the garden the whole day. After that, he has some errands to do. I guess we won't be meeting today. I miss him already. I wanted to learn photography, so Mum hired Oliver to be my tutor. First, I thought he would be too old to teach. Plus, his techniques are probably too ancient, but when he came, I was surprised that he's a very humble person. Despite our age differences, we talked for hours. I felt comfortable around him. Then he showed me the photos he took. They were beautiful. It was around the point that I figured out that Oliver is perfect as a tutor. I shouldn't have been so quick to judge that old man. I'm glad Oliver is my teacher. Scott has finally finished moving all his stuff to the cabin. Winter's coming. I'll be extremely cold in the cabin. The fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf for Scott. I think I'll visit him today. Hey. What is this? Trisha? Oh, there's something in her room. Looks like a mansion room key. And we got access to another room in the mansion. So there's obviously chess pieces that say 17. So we find... Oh. Oliver from the photo lab borrowed a shovel and a wrench. Andrew. P.S. We have extras, so I told him he could keep the tools until he was done with them. Oliver. I don't know if that matters. Do we know where Oliver lives? No. Right, let's delete one of these photos. I need to probably start to delete some of my photos because I've got so many. I've already used some of the photos that I need. So I don't really need that information anymore. Let's go up to Trisha's room because we actually know what that key is for. The other key is just somewhere in the mansion. We can try all the doors till it works. Alright. Let's do it. Oh, did I read this note? Trisha requested that all books be brought to her room in the hospital. I think I did. Here we go. What? Doesn't work, really? There's something written on the back. Yeah. Wait, what? Does it actually say something? Drawer. Oh, there must be a drawer? Oh, here. Dear Trisha, you can always stay at my place when you feel lonely. Dorothy. Oh. We got Dorothy's key. We know where she lives, right? I think we got that information in a book. Did I take a picture of it? Alright, 40 Black Pine Road is where she lives. Yeah. Before we do that, though, we have a mansion room key. Don't know which room it's going to be for. Let's try this one first. Hey! Does that work? Makes such an annoying noise. So go off. Alright, so... Anything actually here? The bonfire secret safe instruction. Oh, insert the clock key, set the time, turn the key. Tea time? That must be where the secret is. We have to find the clock, I guess. What's tea time? I don't know. Do we know what tea time is? That could have been so much. Could have been like any book. Alright, what's down here? This is Oh, we're out here. Unlock. Anything? Nope. Oh. Wait, I can't take this or anything? Okay, I don't know what that would be for then. No, open. There's a note. I just need it for the barbecue. Charcoal, grill bush, grill fork, lighter fluid, grill brush. Don't think that's useful. Take a picture anyway. Come on, there must be something down here. Was that spillage? A well-cleaned grill fork. That was a murder weapon. Book. I didn't feel well today. I had a nightmare last night. I cannot remember what it was like, but it was unnerving. I see Scott all the time now since he has started working at the mansion. He's always with Trisha. I used to be the one to hang out with Trisha. Mum says she feels better these days. It's just she forgot she has cancer. I hope she recovers quickly. Mr. Johnson is a great man to help out like this. Trisha talked to me today. She said Scott is busy recently and she feels lonely. I would never make her feel that way. I could not say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talked a lot. I wish every day would be like today. Today, Scott came and asked if I know anything about Father Calvin. I only knew him as a previous church pastor before Father Matthew took over. Told Scott to ask Matthew about it. Scott didn't say anything and left. Looks like they aren't getting along too well. Okay then. Anything else? I think that's everything in here. Alright, where's that clock? It's obviously going to be in the mansion somewhere. Let me find it. Although this is where I think the secret room is. I don't know how to access it. Probably the clock that gets you to the secret room, but... because the map still shows there's something behind the exercise room, like a door. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is not the one that I thought. But that's definitely this. Insert the clock key. Do I even have that? Yeah, this one. No. That's the house key, right? Yeah. Doesn't work. This. Hey, turn key. Nothing happened. Oh, I need tea time. Alright, I'm gonna have to look through the books to figure out tea time. I just found this note outside. No civilian tea schedule. Tea time is 3:20 on the dot. Use the file parting cup for Mondays. Gold line cups are for guests. So apparently I never took a photo of this. And it wasn't actually written down. Because I just looked through my notes again and I couldn't see it. And that took me a while to find. I've just been searching around the house. 3:20. No, not this way. 3:20. Bam! Dear Vivian, I'm not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there is no point beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourself and Trisha, there is only one way. You have to make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to move away from Painscreek. You will, of course, have to compensate for her leaving. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. I figured that Charles will try to add the child into the family registry. I'll do the same if I were him. It is a boy after all, and the child will be able to continue the family line. If that should happen, I cannot imagine that what will happen to you, Henry Johnson. So Henry said this to Vivian. Vivian, I have given careful thought to your request, and here is my answer. I have provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law, Magdalene. If it's 3 times the strength of a usual dosage, detailed instruction will be sent with the medicine. Should you decide to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so that no one suspects anything. Call me if you have any questions, Henry Johnson. P.S. Make sure no one else in the mansion ingests any of it. So Vivian did it and got Henry to do it for her. Ooh. Alright then. Well, it's time to go to the other person's house. Because I have the key, but I have to do that in the next episode because I'm all out of time for this one. Now, we're getting further into this game. We're unlocking more stuff. There's still heaps of stuff. Like, there's a few things that I think I can do, but I'm just not sure how to. With the darts or whatever. Maybe some other things, but I guess we'll have to figure those out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.